understand the greatness of it and, have their own life, that what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, as today we are delving into some bombshell news that is upsetting the fight scene, and Netflix is
People are just really hating right now. Like the haters are running wild.
exactly in the center of it. Indeed, Jake Paul revealed a surprise regarding a Netflix deal involving none other than the venerable Mike Tyson. Think again if you believe that the most erratic events in boxing happened inside the ring. This story's got all the drama, money, and high-stakes negotiations you could ask for.
But I do have to be careful in the early rounds because...
So sit back, relax, and let's analyze this jaw-dropping news. Now, let's start with the essentials.
It's power, man, when you were in there.
I don't remember it.
You didn't even...
Professional boxer Jake Paul, the YouTube phenomenon, is now among the most discussed celebrities in combat sports. Whether you love him or detest him, you can't dismiss the influence he's had on the boxing world. People listen when Jake talks as well. Thus, the internet went crazy when he revealed some specifics regarding a possible Netflix agreement connected to a fight with Mike Tyson. Why? Because we're talking about two of the most controversial people in sports and entertainment getting together for what might be a history-making occasion. But wait, let's backtrack a little. Mike Tyson, the man, the myth, the legend. For decades, Iron Mike has been a household name.
People are like, oh, it's rigged because look at him on the pads, but he didn't do this in the fight. Because someone is fucking punching back, you dumb fucks.
He's not simply a former heavyweight champion. He's a cultural icon. From his brutal knockouts in the ring to his famous interviews and even his endeavor.
Power.
That is true.
And my jab and my speed and my ability and my footwork to get out of the way of those punches. So then all of a sudden he's throwing at literally air. He can't.
Into acting and cannabis business. Tyson's life has been nothing short of spectacular, and in recent years, he's made a miraculous return, going back into the ring for exhibition fights that have reminded fans why he's one of the finest to ever do it. Now, picture Tyson's raw power and Jake Paul's social media swagger merging in the boxing ring. It sounds like something straight out of a blockbuster movie, right? Well, according to Jake, that could just happen, and Netflix might be the ones delivering it to our screens. Here's where things get hot. During a recent interview, Jake Paul hinted to a Netflix deal being part of the discussions for a prospective bout with Mike Tyson. And let me tell you, this isn't just any regular offer. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar production that might alter how boxing matches are presented to the globe. Think about it. Netflix is already a titan in the streaming business. They've mastered the areas of scripted shows, documentaries, and stand-up comedy. But live sports? That's a whole other ballgame. If Netflix is moving into the boxing arena with a bout like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, it's a game changer. It's not just about the fight itself, it's about how the event is packaged, advertised, and distributed to audiences globally. Imagine a behind-the-scenes documentary building up to the battle, exclusive interviews, and a cinematic presentation of the match. This may be Netflix's method of making a big debut into the live sports industry, and Jake Paul looks to be the right partner for such an ambitious move. But let's not overlook the stakes here. A battle between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson isn't simply a boxing contest, it's a show. On one side, you have Jake, a 26-year-old disruptor who's built his career on upsetting the current quo. On the other side, you have Tyson, a 57-year-old icon whose mere name evokes respect and awe. The age gap alone is enough to spawn countless disputes. Can Jake's young enthusiasm and unorthodox approach stand up against Tyson's expertise and sheer power? It's a question that's had fans buzzing. Now, let's discuss numbers, because this battle would bring in some major revenue. Jake Paul's prior fights have raked in millions, while Tyson's latest exhibition against Roy Jones Jr. allegedly garnered over $80 million in pay-per-view sales. Combine their star power, and you're looking at a potential income bonanza. Add Netflix into the equation, and the possibilities are unlimited. A worldwide streaming platform like Netflix may make this battle available to millions of people across the globe, breaking down conventional pay-per-view boundaries and perhaps establishing new records for viewership. But here's the kicker. What does this signify for the future of boxing? Traditionalists would laugh at the thought of a YouTuber getting into the ring with a heavyweight veteran, but there's no disputing that Jake Paul has brought a new wave of interest to the sport. He's drawn younger viewers, exploited social media like no one else, and demonstrated that you don't need a traditional boxing background to make ripples in the profession. A bout with Mike Tyson would further enhance this trend, merging the old-school roughness of boxing with the new flair of influencer culture. Of course, not everyone's delighted with the concept. Critics believe that these celebrity-driven fights are more about entertainment than genuine competitiveness. They argue it dilutes the sport and takes focus away from warriors who've spent their whole lives developing their trade. But on the other side, events like these draw eyes to boxing, generating potential for the whole sport to thrive. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to watch Tyson and Jake fight head-to-head, even if it's only for the spectacle? So, where do we stand right now? As of yet, nothing's officially confirmed. But the fact that Jake Paul suggested a Netflix deal suggests conversations are going behind the scenes. And if history has taught us anything about Jake, it's that he knows how to make things happen. Whether it's knocking out past UFC champions or securing rich partnerships, Jake's got a knack for bringing huge ideas become reality. In the meanwhile, all we can do is conjecture and wait for additional facts to surface. Will this fight happen? Will Netflix transform how we watch boxing? And most importantly, who would win if Jake Paul and Mike Tyson went into the ring? These are the questions that have fans and critics alike buzzing with anticipation. So there you have it, guys. Jake Paul recently disclosed a bombshell tidbit regarding a Netflix deal for a prospective fight with Mike Tyson. And the consequences are immense. Whether you're a diehard boxing fan or simply someone who likes a good tale, this is one event you won't want to miss. Stay tuned, because if this conflict becomes a reality, it's going to be one for the history books, and you can bet we'll be here to break it all down for you. Until then, keep your gloves up and your eyes on the prize. This is only the beginning of what may be the most talked about boxing event of the decade. Don't blink, because the world of combat sports is about to become a whole lot more intriguing. Catch you next time, Battle fans.